We're here to do Keegan's informative speech. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and myself. Go ahead.
So there are many differences in the sport of trap shooting. These differences include guns, the shells, and events that you shoot. To enjoy the sport of trap shooting, you would need to know all the possibilities that you can shoot and have and all that. So today I'm going to inform you on these differences. The first major one is the type of guns that you have. The most common and most used is the over and under shotgun. There's two barrels, of course, one's on top of the other. They can be used for any event that you shoot because you can shoot 2 shells without having to reload. They are the easiest to care for because you can break them down and clean them, and they just break down into 3 places. You can just scrub them and all that, and some of them are decently heavy, so that way their recoil is not very much. You can also buy different recoil pads that reduce that for you. The second most common is the semi-automatic shotgun. It's a single barrel that has an action in it that when you shoot it, it reloads it automatically after each pull of the trigger. They're fairly popular because you can shoot 2 shells at it without having to reload, like stop and reload. Major problem that they have with these types of guns though is when they kick the empty shell out, they'll fly towards the people you're shooting next to, so it'll hit them. A lot of people do not like being hit by stray shells. Dad got his middle bead broke off of his shotgun by one, so it's just not a real common one for that. And another downfall is they're not as easy to care for because there's a lot of moving parts. The third shotgun that you can use, or type of shotgun, is a pump shotgun. These are not very popular because you can't reload them very fast. There's a lot of moving parts, so they're really easy to break. Like I said, unless you're really quick at pumping the action, you can't shoot them for anything other than American trap. The cost of a shotgun can range from just a couple $1,000s to up to $20,000. It just depends on the brand you buy. You have anything from like your common Browning to your expensive Krieghoff and Caesar Gruny and Perazzi and all those. There's a way you can make custom stocks. They can fit your grip, they can do different lengths, they can all sorts of different things, and those can cost upwards of $15,000 just for the stock, so that's big cost range. And the most common gauge of shotgun would be your 12 gauge. The customized gun is only as good as your shells. There's many different brands, calibers, and sizes of shot that you can shoot. Rio, Winchester, Remington, Federal, and Fiocchi are very common. They are sponsoring the national shoot, or they sponsored the National Collegiate Shoot in San Antonio. They make shells from 410 to 12 gauge. Like I said, 12 gauge is your most common. The shot sizes vary from 9-shot, which is about the smallest you can find, to like 7.5 shot. Most people shoot 7.5 or 8, just kind of depends. I shoot 9-shot for skeet and trap, but after I move on to college, I'll just shoot 7.5 or 8. The 9-shot gives you a lot more pellets. The more pellets you have, the less holes you have in your pattern, more apt you are to break the target. Some people reload their shells. You can get different speeds, you can get different shot sizes in that. When you slow your shell down, it gives you a better pattern sometimes. Some faster shells just move too quick and spread out the shot, so it helps with your pattern. The shell you use depends on what event you shoot. You don't want to shoot a really light shell on like sporting clays because a lot of the times you have a pretty long shot. So you want to shoot like 7.5 shot instead of 9 shot. The events that you can shoot are American trap, American skeet, bunker trap, international skeet, sporting clays, and 5-stand. American trap is just your most common trap that you shoot. We have a trap range out here in Colby that you can shoot American trap at. There's the American Trap Shooting Association, the ATA. They sponsor events all over the nation. There's the 5 stations and an arc behind the cement trap house, and you start from the 16-yard line and go back, clear back to the 27, and you shoot 1 round is 25. American skeet is quite a bit different from trap because you have 2 houses on either side of the stations. One's called the high house and one is called the low house. You shoot singles and then doubles from stations 1, 2, 6, and 7. And then from stations 3, 4, 5, and 8, you shoot just singles. Bunker trap is like international trap. There's a big, long 60-foot bunker that has 15 trap throwers inside of it. There's 5 stations again. Each station has 3 targets or 3 throwers designated for it. You'll get 2 lefts, 2 rights, and a straightaway in any designated order to the computer. And the speeds range from 30 to 110 miles per hour. So it's a lot different. International skeet is set up like American skeet. The houses and the stations are the same. However, the order you shoot is different, and you have to start from the low gun position, which is the toe of your gun has to be below your elbow, and there's a 0 to 3 second delay from when you say pull to when the target can fly. Sporting clays is like hunting. You can get a target from any direction, any angle. There's rabbits, there's 10 to 12 stations, all sorts of combinations you can shoot at. And then 5 stands has different throwers. It's similar to sporting clays. And you have 5 stations you rotate through. You shoot true pairs and report pairs. True pair is 2 of them fly at the same time, and a report pair, the second one flies after you shoot. So with all these events, there's something out there for a lot of different people. So it's a very enjoyable sport. The differences means there's probably an event that you would like to shoot. So go grab your trusty shotgun and go shoot some targets. That's my speech.